Hey, Steve here. Pontiac named Jonah behind me. I'm going to detail this engine bay, and I got a couple of new things that maybe we're going to have to take a look at. So check it out. So as you can see, I had to buy a new battery and put it in. I had an Interstate in there that was only a couple of years old, but man, I don't know what the deal was. It was with it, but it came with the car, so at least I have a baseline now. I got a nice new battery. So I bought a dress-up kit. Wait till you see this. This is really cool. So it's from Belgium. It has this really cool stamp on it. Obviously it's a printed stamp, but let's see. Weskcar. The only real place that I can find it, but it comes with a dress-up decal for the old Delco DC12 battery, rubber and plastic battery, and which I've already punched and had my wife vinyl a year on it, December of 1962, because this car was made in the first week of January in 1963. Now, according to what I've found out, the 1963 GM had ordered, or at least Pontiac had ordered, the yellow Delco caps to not be in the engine compartment of any Pontiacs because they were distracting. But this kit was just way too cool. So guess what? We're putting a late 1962 battery in it, and you can see 3M on the back, so we'll have to clean the plastic up real nice. But if you peel this back, which I've already done, I'll have to get some of that gum off there. But there's already some pretty cool guides there where we'll be able to put the battery caps. So we'll clean the engine bay, and then we'll get on to some new hold downs. And some actual J-bolts. I bought a new battery hold down, the correct one for 1963, which was an Ames performance part, PP120, say 58 to 63 battery hold down standard. So it should be fun. All right, so while everything is drying, do a little bit of work on this battery. I just picked up a generic, it says it's Chrysler, but a generic set of hold down bolts at NAPA. They're like $8. I'm pretty sure they'll be fine as long as you turn the J to the outside of the battery. And like I showed you before, here is the Weskcar kit that consists of the date sticker. So like I said, since mine was manufactured the first week of January 1963, we're going to say this escaped the factory with a generic last December 1962 last gasp old battery. The Delco DC-12, which will replace that pretty much. Normally that stuff was molded into the rubber case of the old flooded lead batteries. And then 2 sets of 3 Delco caps. Now normally from the research I did, the contract batteries, the ones that would have been used in the cars in the assembly line, had straight yellow caps. The retail batteries that were actually sold as replacements were decorated with the black lettering. So this won't be exactly accurate, but it'll still be fun nonetheless, and it'll be a nice conversation piece. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start taking these labels off. So my advice is, what I'm going to do is to take them and stick them to the side of my tool chest, so I know that I have them. Take this glove off here, it'll be a little bit easier, just to keep them for warranty's sake. 6 of 21 was manufactured. That didn't want to come off in pieces. Okay. Six of 21. There's a little F sticker here. Was underneath that one. And the group and the barcode. And then another 6 of 21 sticker, which this would be on the inside and you would never see it, but I'll take it off just for the sake of taking it off. This one wants to come off in a whole bunch of pieces. Okay. That one we won't need. And finally, the Delco, or the NAPA Legend Premium. That one came off pretty easily. Okay. That one seems like it's alright. It'll be alright, it'll be easier to get off. So, I grabbed a couple of alcohol pads. They may not work. I may have to use Goo Gone to get it off. It's a little bit stickier than I thought it was going to be. Yeah, this stuff will probably come off. Here. We'll get some Goo Gone, look at that. Get some Goo Gone and we'll try it again. Alright, well when all else fails, you can use either gasoline or I used some starting fluid. I couldn't find any Goo Gone. So, as you can see, this battery is going to be pretty easy. There's little plugs right where I'm just going to go right over with the Delco caps. I think it'll actually be pretty easy. So I'm just going to tilt this thing back here and try to get a couple of measurements on it. Let's see, 10 inches. So that's 7 inches. So we have to come in an inch and a half. Let's just do it it this way, not work across our body. 1.5 inches. 1.5 inches. Okay. This thing is what, 3 inches. So let's come down to actually I should probably come in a little bit. Alright. So let's come down 2 inches. All right. Time for the decal. And that's really all it is a decal. So we want to hit all of this and roll it down as we go. Okay. Not too shabby. Okay. And then on this side, we're going to do this so this will be visible. Normally, I'm not sure if it was on the back, but normally this would have been on this side. But this way it'll be visible on the back. And then the production code stamp would have went on the side here, like that. So you'll kind of be able to see it that way. And then just to lay it out, we'll probably turn them, I'm guessing, at different angles, just to make them look like they're plugs and not. So that will kind of be what it looks like. It looks pretty cool, actually. You have to see what it looks like inside the vehicle itself. But there was one other thing that I picked up that I told you about. And that is this battery hold down. And an Ames performance catalog. So this is supposedly the correct 58 to, what do we say it was, 58 to 63 hold down. That's going to go right in the middle, just like that. So that's how it's going to look whenever it's in the vehicle. I think it'll look pretty good. So let's go see if the engine bay is dry. and buy other hold down bolts. So I had to get some 10-inch ones because the new battery hold down, the welded tubing on the top raised the level where the bolts were, so 8 7/8 were not enough. So I had to go to struck out at NAPA, returned the other ones, stopped at O'Reilly's and got these 10-inch ones, and now I have to trim them. So I got them fitted. I have them marked. I need to go a couple of threads below where my marking is. That's it. Full new Delco battery dress-up kit, cleaned up engine compartment, and we're ready to go to the All GM show this weekend. Catch you next episode.